What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. 1-1 Bologna Juve, which is not a good result. That's just the reality of the matter. It's 1-1. It's not what we needed. We needed 3 points. Lazio won, Roma won. You needed the 3 points today, and actually, it's a lost opportunity because the way the game unfolded and what Bologna did in that game to not come out of that game with 3 points after being 1-0 up is a wasted opportunity. That's the reality. However, it's no surprise that we cannot get the win. It's not a surprise that we cannot keep hold on that 1-0. And it's not a surprise that with 3 games to play, we are in some massive trouble. You're in top 4 right now, but you need to go out there and beat Lazio. Even though you had a perfect opportunity today to take a massive step towards top 4, and now you're just putting yourself in a very difficult situation. That's just the reality of the matter right now. Before we get into it, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. But if you go 1-0 up away to Bologna and you play well, the first 15, 18 minutes, I thought you play well. You go 1-0 up with a lucky goal. Let's be honest. Skorupski should have been saving that from Thuram, but he didn't save. He failed to save that. So you go 1-0 up, and I was like, okay, fine, cool. And after that, you are not good on a technical level. You mess up so many counterattacks, especially in that first half. The amount of counterattacks we messed up with a misplaced pass, the wrong decision, playing it on the right when you needed to play on the left, for example, the wrong decision when you just carry the ball instead of laying it off. Just wrong decision after wrong decision to deep out that score, because Bologna were giving us acres of space in that first half, and we messed up every opportunity. And then in the second half, you do just absolutely nothing. Like, that's the reality. You do nothing up to that 1-1, which was coming in terms of not that Bologna were creating chance after chance. I don't think we gave up any real chances today. I don't think we gave up anything really in that game. And it's also a fluky goal because if Vega doesn't deflect that, Di Gregorio just saves it. It was a shit shot. So 2 kind of lucky goals, but in the end of it, you do nothing for 90 minutes basically. Yeah, you keep Bologna at bay with chances, but you offer close to nothing. There's no real intent to win that game, to see it as an opportunity, to see that Roma are just there, Lazio are there, Bologna are still here right now. To not go out there and push to win that game, is for me confusing as hell and not surprising. At the end of the day, you sack Malta, nothing changed. You're just scraping to get top 4 with no changes on the pitch. Off the pitch is just the same rubbish. That's the reality. It's the same poor stuff that we're watching. Individually, again, I can talk about Tudor, but he's not gonna be here next season, nor should he be here. If you want to force that back 3 on us, then fine. If you want to keep Weah, who was poor on that pitch, fine. If you want to keep McKennie, who offers nothing on that pitch, cool. But that's the results you're gonna get. If you refuse to be a bit more therefore, to take a bit more of risks to actually try to win a game. That's when we drew 1-1 to Roma and everybody was celebrating. I was like, Roma was shit on the day. And we did nothing in that second half. We showed no intent to get the 3 points. And that's the same thing that happened today. We showed no intent to get the 3 points. Alberto Costa should have scored. Yes, he should have scored. But I'm looking at the big picture. If you play like that against Lazio, you're losing. You're losing. You're absolutely losing, because I don't think you're going to get that type of goal to go 1-0 up away to Lazio. You're losing that game. That is what I'm looking at. You are in some massive trouble. You're in massive trouble right now because you miss up opportunities. You lose away to Parma, who lose at home against Como. Then you have an opportunity to beat Bologna. We're not really good on the day. Not that we are good, but you go 1-0 up and that's really what you offer after 1-0, then I don't have much to say, other than it's your own fault. That's the only thing I can say. It's your own fault. It's not my fault. It's not your fault. At the end of the day, it's the fault of the idea, the mindset, the way you want to play games, the way you want to approach games, etc., etc. And that's where we are right now. Just in about top four, but you need to go away to Lazio, and that is all but easy. You need to win away to Lazio because Bologna and Roma are there. If they win, they're above you. There's no points anymore. You need to win now away to Lazio. You need to win out this season. So extremely disappointed. Not surprising. Individually, I think Thuram had a good first half. I think second half, I think everybody was just gone in that second half because we couldn't keep hold of the ball at all. Not for 1 minute, not for 20 seconds. We couldn't keep hold of the ball at all. And other than that, just below par performances individually from so many players. And well, this is what you get. You get a below par performance, and you get a below par result, a 1-1, which is not helping us. Actually not. It's putting more pressure on us to go out there and beat Lazio. Otherwise, Bologna and Roma are just going to run away with it. And you are playing Europa League or Conference League football next season, which is unbelievably sad, but it's on the board. It's really on the board. That's the reality. We're tied with points. It is on the board that we are playing Conference League / Europa League football next season. It's not overreacting. It's reality. And that is my issue. The intent, the intentions, the drive to go out there and say, you know what? We want that top four. We want to play Champions League football next season. It's not there. It's missing. And you can blame Tudor. You can blame Motta. I blame who I blamed for weeks when Motta got sacked. I was like, nothing is going to change. I'm not even sure what the sack was the point with 9 games to go. And again, you can say Motta was doing a poor job, and I agree, but this is poor as well, and this was expected. I think for people who expected a change, you've been lying to yourself. You've not been watching the club for the last 4 or 5 years. You've just been lying just to say, get Motta out, but not thinking about what was coming. And what was coming is the same crap. It's the same average performances, it's the same average results. That was always on the board, even when Motta got sacked. And now we're here and we're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And now on Saturday, you need to go away to Lazio and somehow win with even more players injured. Now Cambiaso's out apparently, so yeah, nothing new at the end of the day. 1-1, not helping us, not helping Bologna, but that's the result. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out for the day. I will speak to you guys tomorrow.